Hello, everybody. It's been a while, but decided it's time for the break to end, and we will continue with Season 17 of your Indiana Pacers rebuild slash super team, coming off of 4 straight championships and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of the last 13. Gotta like that. Kevin Garnett coming off an MVP of the finals over the Warriors. Unfortunately, he didn't really get better, but here's that super team. Garnett's actually the 7th best player, tied for 6th, I guess. I said, I think, in the last video that Kobe would definitely have to start. I couldn't get myself to bench John Stockton still because he's been on the team the whole time. He's started every single game ever since he took over midway through his rookie season. He barely missed games other than some 2 years ago. So he's going to start only playing 18 minutes. So he's gonna go out pretty quick and let Kobe come in. This is, I think, Barkley's first time off the bench as well. Well, sorry, not as well. Kind of like what I avoided doing with Stockton. He missed one game in his rookie season starting. He started every single game since then. He started for me last year because I traded for him when Garnett broke his leg, which is part of the reason he didn't go up, is because he got slower. Went down a lot of the athletic attributes. So here is the super team. We got a veteran here in Ron Harper, and then a bunch of young guys. Marion just got drafted with the 3rd pick, starting out on the reserve list. We got Dirk ready to go when anything happens to Barkley or Garnett or even Wallace. We're going 10-man to start the season. Don't have people maxed out in minutes, so we will be able to raise those as needed. Here's the rotation if you're curious. I hope I saved it. So there's that. And I think we are ready to go. Did mentors, did training. Yeah, went around the league, did some position and number changes to make it more realistic. So let's go ahead, see if we have any surprises to start off the season. We did. We lost immediately, and Charles Barkley is hurt immediately. So Dirk does get a shot here. That's fine. Probably the best injury that could happen, because Barkley hopefully will retire after this season. We won't have to worry about him. That's the one. I think we just let Dirk play what Barkley was. Could probably give one more to Garnett in the 4th. Let's actually do it here, so he's in when Shaq isn't. Alright, so I don't need to save that because it was pretty much the same thing. Nash only playing 15 minutes, that's kind of sad, but it's because we have Peyton and Stockton starting. But hopefully Stockton retires too. It'd be sad to see him go, but at least it'll open up a bunch of minutes for Steve Nash. Okay, so we're still 10-man. Let's go ahead and see what happened. We lost by 1. The Bulls are decent, I know, roster-wise. Beat the Celtics by 20. We're not scoring that much. Kobe leads the team off the bench. He even fouled out. Shaq only 15 on 3 for 8 shooting. Shot a bunch of free throws. Barkley did play almost all his minutes before getting hurt. Was efficient. 2 for 3. Not very good. I mean, somebody's got to step it up, whether it's Hill, Garnett, Shaq, or Peyton. Kobe was the only one we had. Thankfully, we held them in check. Steve Smith Oh my, he's averaging a lot here so far. Have they had Stackhouse? Yeah, no. He just switched to the Suns, did not match the offer that the Celtics gave him. Interesting. Then the Bulls are 2-0 to kick it off. They beat us in the fourth quarter, and that was it. They've got Timmy and Baker and Ilgauskas and Shrimp. So this is just a cool team. So at least when I'm losing to a team of pretty good players. He's 81, he's 82, he's 81, he's 80. So a bunch of 80 overalls. Kobe leads the way again, 27. At least Shaq got over 20 in this one, but the stats are a little better in this one, even though it's a loss. Garnett, 4 for 16. That is just terrible. Peyton, 2 for 10. That is also terrible. What are you guys doing? Oh, this is the game Barkley got hurt. That's right. Well, he still almost played all his minutes. Oh boy. Okay, well, got the first loss out of the way. Don't have to wonder about when that's going to happen. Then we win by 40. That's fun. We got 2 firsts for Manu. He's 71 overall. But I'm going to keep Manu. Oh my, there's a 57-point win. So now we're just slaughtering teams after losing by 1. The Hornets haven't won a game yet. I believe that's the team with like Sean Bradley as their best player or something like that. Peyton turns it around, has a nice game. Shaq with a big 2017. Kobe with 20. Carter hits 3 threes for 19 points in 16 minutes. Garnett with a nice double-double. Stockton only 4 assists, but I mean he's playing a lot fewer minutes, so his assists are going to take a bit of a hit. Dirk's first game here, 5 points, 4 rebounds, made a 3. I like it. Yeah, this team, not great. They do have Keith Van Horn, who averaged 23 points last year because they have no other scoring. Here's Sean Bradley, as I said, their best player. Oh boy. Then the Kings. So this is the team that just tried to trade me 2 firsts for Manu. They do have Sharif and Mourning. And Steven Jackson's still on the rise. Otherwise, there's a bunch of big guys down here. Their point guard is Damon Jones. Kobe's leading the team almost every game. Peyton led it last game, but otherwise it's been Kobe every time. Hill with his best game so far. 3 steals, 3 blocks. We had 14 steals and 12 blocks in this game. Garnett's getting like 6 assists every game, it seems. Dirk 1 for 4. Stockton 1 for 5. And then we beat the Blazers. They only have 1 win. They've got Ron Mercer getting 23 points. Rip as a rookie, averaging 15 so far. They got a pretty decent young core here. Need some more help, though. Shaq leads the way with Peyton. Kobe's still good off the bench. Hill, a rebound and an assist away from a triple-double. Garnett has been super consistent so far. Like, if we look at this, he's gotten between 10 and 17 points every game, between 11 and 17 rebounds every game, and other than the first game, 5 or 6 assists. Block's not so consistent, but pretty awesome. Percentage not great, 45%. Stockton with 12 and 7, I like that. He doesn't really need to score that much. Give the ball to the other guys that need to shoot more. Alright, we play the Hawks 3 times in a week. So hopefully each win gets by like more. I don't know what I expect here. Now Dirk is hurt. Barkley was out for a long time. I'm assuming he can't play or shouldn't play. Oh, he's down lots. What was his injury? Bruised rib. Okay, well, he can't shoot, so I think this is where Theo probably plays along with Ben Wallace. We can give Garnett some more minutes. Give people a chance to get some playing time here. Alright, so let's switch these because I'd rather, whoops, I'd rather Wallace be the power forward because he's shorter. And then he can play there. He can play 20 and Ralph played 12, but we gave Garnett that one. Actually, we should give Garnett another one somewhere, probably here. 32. I feel like he could play more. I don't want to take him from Wallace, but I guess Wallace can take these. Alright. Let's go with that. Ben Wallace gets some extra minutes there. Okie doke. 1 by 15 and then 11, so hopefully this third one is not by fewer. That is a white chocolate Jason Williams and a first for Sean Marion and a first. Well, it's a swap. I don't need Jason Williams because I have Nash, Peyton, and Stockton. And my emergency point guard is Ron Harper. So although Marion's not playing and Williams is better, no thanks. Dirk is back. He did not miss a game, so I'm going to let him miss this one. And then put him back in after that. Alright. Uh-oh. Well, I don't know why it says that sometimes, and then it doesn't really matter. Alright, so now Dirk's coming off an injury, so let's give Garnett still a few of those. I won't change anything else quite yet. See if we can beat the Hawks again. We sure did. Now Shaq's hurt. So all the big guys are getting hurt here. Shaq sprained foot, is that what it said? Oh, he's down a lot in some of the things, so let's give him a break. Now Wallace gets to start. Ratliff back in the rotation. And then hopefully this won't take too long. This needs to be Wallace. Let's give Garnett. Let's let Garnett play. Well, we can do a little back and forth between Wallace and Ratliff if they don't need to play. I think they're like the same overall. Is that right? 78. No, Wallace is pretty. He's 3 better. So let's do. I don't like having all the backups in here at once. So let's let. It's a lot of minutes in a row for Ratliff. So 29 and 19. Sure. And Garnett 32. Give him this one. Alright. So now they're in that order. Nope. Ratliff over Carter. Oh my gosh, why is it not working? There we go. Technically I could play Hill at some power forward, but I don't think there's any need to do that. Alright, so that time we beat the Hawks by a lot. So the first one by 15 at home. Shaq and Kobe both with 20. Peyton with 18. Garnett 10 and 9. Dirk got 9 points in that one. Here's Ray Allen, averaging 28 points per game. Holy moly. Jameson in his second year. This is rookie Lamar Odom having a nice start to the season. That's Junkyard Dog Jerome Williams. So then, back-to-back, we get an 11-point win in Atlanta. Ray gets 28 in that one. Shaq 24-9. This was the game Dirk got hurt in. Did get 10 assists for Peyton and Stockton. A couple threes made for Kobe. So this is the game Dirk missed. We beat the Magic by 18. Oh, this is also the game Shaq got hurt in. So without Dirk and without Shaq for half the game, Kevin Garnett balls out with 32 and 10. That's like got to be close to a career high. It is a career high. Okay then. He's averaging a career high in points, rebounds, and assists. He's shooting better than last time we looked, so that's cool. The most people we've had in double figures so far, including one of them being Ben Wallace. 10-10, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. Sean Marion got his first minute played, it looks like. Meanwhile, for the Magic, Jermaine O'Neal played 40 minutes. He's averaging 20 and 14. They've got the number 1 pick, Elton Brand, averaging 25 and 8. Oh my. And this is White Chocolate not shooting well, but their interior guys are amazing. They have no wing presence. And then the 24-point win over the Hawks. We held Allen to just 17. Made 1 3. Garnett enjoys... Wait. Did Shaq foul out in this one? Oh my god, he did. 15 minutes. So that... He wasn't hurt. Then he got hurt in this one. So he just had back-to-back games. No wonder he's averaging 18 points. He just scored 6 and 8 because he fouled out in 15 minutes and then got hurt in 28. Oh boy. Also didn't get to the line in 28 minutes. I bet that's ever happened in his entire career. Gary Payton, 2.7 rebounds, 12 assists. That's an interesting stat line. Alright, we'll try to get through November before we look at any more stats. So let's get through... Shaq did not miss a game, but I kind of want him to play. We've got a whole day to get ready for it, so maybe take a minute or two away from him. So Ratliff gets back out of the rotation. We had... Garnett's been amazing, so we had Garnett. Let's do that, and Wallace gets that one. And we had Garnett here. Let's have Shaq go out another one here. So 32. Let's try that. Except I want another one for Garnett. Let's go here. Alright. So still 10-man till we look at some stats. Then we'll see if it's time to demote somebody out of the rotation. We got a 9-point win over the Rockets. They're not very good. Kobe Bryant leads the way again. He missed 1 field goal and 1 free throw. Shaq comes back at 17 and 9. Vince Carter, 14 points and pretty much nothing else. Peyton got 6 turnovers, 4 for 12 shooting. Stockton a .3 assists. What are you doing, dude? Oliver Candy in his second year, averaging a lot less. I thought they had somebody. Seems like somebody got hurt. Sam Castell's averaging 22.5 points. Wow. We got a 28-point win over the Grizz. They're 8 and 4. So they've got Reggie still going strong. They've got Antonio McDyess averaging 26 points. They've got Brad Daugherty just holding on to a career that in real life ended right here, I believe. 93-94 was his last season, so he's played 6 more years already. Marley, Ori, yeah, it's a neat team. Ori, who we traded mid-season last year. That was who we traded for Barkley, actually. He's having a great year. We kind of held him back in Indiana. Garnett leads the way again. We got everybody getting 18 points. Peyton, Shaq, and Kobe. Peyton went 0 for 4 from downtown and fouled out. Stockton gets his assists. Alright, so that was 2 games. I think we can give Shaq his minutes back. What does it say? It says 29. Maybe we just give him 1 back. Barkley he is day-to-day. We'll have to see how Dirk has been doing before we take that away from him. Or take his backup role away from him, I mean. Alright, so we got everybody playing 15 or 16 except for Kobe. Let's get through this week here. We lost again to the Celtics this time. Garnett's doing well. Dirk has a snowflake next to him, so he's going to go back to the bench. Or back out of the rotation, I mean. I don't know what's wrong with him. We'll give Barkley kind of a slow reintroduction. Let's do that. Looks good. Curious to see how Carter's doing. Oh, the Celtics, they're 9 and 4, so at least they're decent. We beat them by 20 in the opening game. But now Garnett is hurt. Sore right ankle. So Barkley not just back on the floor, but in the starting lineup now. We've had nothing but big guy injuries so far. Barkley's not going to play nearly that many minutes. I think Shaq's going to go back to his 34. I do like Dirk with Shaq. Let's do 28, just still too many. Let's do 5 to start the halves. 26, 21 for Dirk. Let's give Wallace another one. I have to go see what Barkley's stamina is. Can he play 26 minutes? He's still 86, so I think he can. And Garnett's only day-to-day, so he might get hurt again. That's a possibility. We shall see. Alright, so we got through that day. We let Garnett miss 1 game rather than rushing him back on the floor. So now we should just be able to load and maybe don't give Garnett all those minutes back. Alright, so hopefully, well, at least the snowflake went off of Dirk now. Barkley goes down. Alright, a couple big wins there, but here's the 5-point loss to the Celtics. Again, a fourth quarter defeat. Kendall Gill scored 31 points. He's averaging 25 in his first year with the Celtics. Oh my. I feel like they should probably switch averages. Stackhouse should maybe be the one with 25. Shaq with one of his higher scoring games so far this season, but in a loss. 9 assists is probably a career high for Kobe. Double-double for Peyton. Dirk 1 for 4. And then the next night we beat the Bulls by 21. So there's our revenge on the Bulls. We got 3 guys with 20, including a couple double-doubles here. 4 blocks for Shaq. 2 for 11 Peyton. He's having some really bad shooting games. Stockton didn't score because he was 0 for 4. Timmy Hardaway still averaging 20 points per game. We got Sprewell, back-to-back seasons with 19. Beat the Nets by 28. They're decent. I think they have Olajuwon. Grant Hill, first time I think he's led the team, tied with Kobe. Shaq gets 23 rebounds. So this was the game without Garnett. So Garnett is a rebounding machine. But without him, Shaq gets 23. Chuck started and got 8. Kobe got 9. Probably a career high for him in that too. Stockton not getting as many assists. Here's Hakeem. He's averaging more than he did last year at least. I don't know what was wrong with him last year. He only played 26 minutes per game. I think it's because they had Mutombo, maybe? Terry Cummings is 38 years old. He is retiring. But what a career for Terry Cummings. That's probably a Hall of Fame career. And 20-point win over the Sixers, who are mediocre. Glenn Rice, still with the Sixers, averaging a career high. 18 and a half. That's rookie Wally getting 9 points per game. And Kobe gets 28 to lead the team off the bench. Shaq's on a great stretch of games here recently, since coming back from his injury. Seems like he also played some extra minutes here. I don't know why. Hopefully nobody got hurt. I'm looking at minutes to see if anybody was short. Doesn't look like it. Steve Nash with 10 assists in 15 minutes. That's crazy. Alright, let's go ahead and get through the first game of December so we can see the November awards. We have our first scouting for the terrible class of 2000. Jamal Crawford is one of the highlights. Michael Redd is one of the highlights. Mike Miller, Hito. Kmart was the first pick in real life. Jamal McGlure was an all-star. So that's pretty much it. We'll go ahead and get filled up on these scouts here. Beat the Grizz by 10. No huge games from anybody here. Our leading rebounder had 6, but we had 3 people with 6 and 2 with 5, but only 33 as a team. That's not great. Reggie leads the way with 23. He's averaging 16 now. McDyess is still over 25. Alright, let's go see what's happening around the league. We did have a trade. Sean Elliott goes from the Blazers to the Spurs. That's neat. For Adam Keefe and a second. So both in the later stages of their careers. We have Doug Christie, who I think was hurt already. Yeah, he's not played. Zadrunas, that's a big injury for the Bulls. Luke Longley was also already hurt. Jermaine was having a heck of a season, and he's out for an extended time. Dennis Rodman broke his leg at age 38. That is a rough thing for him to try to recover from in his first year as a Clipper. Players of the week, we have rookie Elton Brand there. Shaq did get one. We've had a different player every single time except for Chris Webber on the West. Players of the month, Hakeem and Brand, and Webber and Iverson. So no Pacers there. Rookie, Odom and Brand, Francis and Davis. So pretty good rookies. And let's see if we have any people ready to go extension-wise. Charles Barkley will, but we are hoping he's retiring. He doesn't say he is. He's actually doing really well. And how many games has he played? 6 games, including that one start. Per 36, 14, 9, almost 5 assists, a steal, getting some blocks. He hasn't made a 3 yet. He's 64 at them, so maybe he shouldn't be making threes. But, I mean, it does say minimum, so maybe I do it just so he's on the team, but I don't know. Gary Payton's not ready to talk extension yet. Alright, let's look here at some stats. Let's start with point guard. He is shooting 52%, also 70% from 3. He's 14 for 20. Wow, John Stockton. He's 82 at them, so he's not even like amazing at them. He's not retiring yet. Per 36, it is 11 and 11, so not a huge drop from what he's done in the past. It's just 6 looks weird because he's playing so much less per game, under 20 minutes. Thankfully, it's not making him upset. Peyton, meanwhile, is struggling with his 41% shooting. His scoring is down quite a bit. Assists is actually up. He's playing a little bit more. His threes are a little better, so just needs to figure out his shot a bit. Let's go down here and look at Steve Nash. He's been amazing. Per 36, 13 and 13, getting 4 rebounds. He's shooting crazy. 54%, decent from threes. Okay, so maybe I take a minute from Peyton. But I don't know, he's 91 overall. 32 already feels pretty low. Let's work our way up position-wise. Kobe Bryant, off the bench, 21.5 points per game. Shooting 58% per 36. He's 26, 5, and 6. Well, he's definitely in the running for 6th man of the year. He did not win it last year. He was in the running for it, but didn't get it. Vince Carter, also shooting well. Per 36, 24 and 5. He's still pretty happy. Not playing any more than he did last year, unfortunately. Grant Hill, scoring's down, but shooting is really good. He's not super happy, probably because his scoring's down, but he's only 84. And this is, I forget what year it was that he had his injury that kind of derailed his career a bit, but turning him into more of a facilitator would be fine with me. All right, Garnett, we've looked at some. He's almost to 50% shooting. We already saw Barkley. He could probably go. We could give Garnett a couple minutes back. He just got back from his injury. Shaq, only 19 points per game, but that's being hurt by the 2 games he got hurt in and fouled out in. Scored in single digits. Unfortunately, his rebounds are way down, but that's because Garnett's are crazy. We didn't look at Dirk. He's only at 40%. How many games did he get to play last year? 34. So we'll see if he can get up to that. Ratliff got to play some. How many games did he get to play in? Oh, it's just 1? Oh, I thought it was more than that. Okay. Ben Wallace, shooting 61.5%. Can't complain with that. Per 36, crazy amount of rebounds, almost 3 blocks. I like that. All right, so give Garnett a couple of his minutes back. One was here. Let's just do that. And then Barkley can go behind Carter. Stat-wise, it would be Peyton that would lose a minute, but let's not do that to him. There's no reason to go 9-man because my bench players are all performing amazingly. So we'll stick with the 10-man rotation. Do a quick look at... Ooh, we can look at the mock draft now. Oh no, they haven't reordered it yet. Okay, let's look at league leaders just to see. Allen Iverson's averaging 32 points per game. Big Dog's 26. Kendall Gill, I don't know what he's doing. Page at 23. David Robinson has a nugget for the first time, averaging 22 a game. Most he's done in like a decade. Kobe off the bench is 9th. That's fun. Carmelo, 19 and 8. He's 36 years old. Rebounds, Jermaine leading the way. Assists, Muggsy Bogues, 11.2. He has been an assisting machine for the Raptors. Iverson leading in steals. Jonathan Bender, 2.5 blocks per game. Oh, wow. All right, let's keep on going into December here. We got a 42-point win over the Wizards, including 30 from Kobe, 26 from Shaq. That'll help the average. Peyton with a nice double-double. Garnett with a good game. Stockton 3 for 10, not great. T-Mac averaging 17. He's playing less. Unfortunately, he's only 82 overall. Hopefully he goes up soon. And then 23 over the Raptors, who are 10 and 10. They've got Finley for the second year. They've had Rashid the whole time. His average has gone down. Don't know why. Kobe leads the way again. Hill gets to 20. Only 1 rebound. Garnett is the most consistent double-double on this team. Carter misses all of his shots, but gets to the line. Alright, we can get our revenge. Well, we already got our revenge on the Bulls, I guess, but that is one of our 2 losses, so got to look out for that game. Beat him this time. Bobby Jackson for Charles Barkley. I do not need a point guard, and Barkley's doing well, so no thanks. Barely beat the Wolves there. 37-point win over the Nets. What was the record? 15 and 8. One of the better teams in the league, I imagine. Strong second and fourth quarters. Shaq with a season-high 30 points. Missed only 4 shots. Garnett also with a 20-10. Kobe in the high teens would be fine, but, I mean, low 20s is a pretty cool average off the bench. Peyton flirts with a triple-double. Shoots terrible again. I think he just doesn't like starting at shooting guard is part of the problem, but because he's been shooting poor or a little worse ever since I moved him to shooting guard, because he was my 6th man for a long time. When did he start starting? 95. Okay, he did shoot 50% in that year. And actually, no, it's just the last 2 years, I guess. So, not sure what's going on with GP. But he's getting upset and probably won't resign. He still has another year left, though. He did have 5 steals in that one. Terrell Brandon, 24 and 13. He's averaging 24 points per game. That's why Hakeem is not. He also fouled out. All right, 27 over the Bulls. Timmy gets 20 on me every game, it seems. Vladi, averaging 9. Pretty consistent, what you can expect from him. He's been all over the league. Kobe leads the way again. 5 assists and 5 steals, 0 blocks for Shaq. Peyton 5 for 15. What is wrong with you, dude? 27 over the Bucks. Kobe leading the way again. Garnett with 4 blocks. Shaq did not shoot that much. Did get fouled a lot, though. We got Stockton. At this point, he should very rarely have more points than assists, but whatever. The Bucks should be one of the worst teams in the league based on their roster. They got rookie Ron Artest. He was the 7th pick. What was their record? They're 9 and 15. That's better than I thought they would be. T-Wolves barely beat them. Peja is having a heck of a year. His fourth. He's only 81. Penny is his first year in Minnesota. Only 77 overall. There's Shaq, only missing 2 shots. Kobe had 3 blocks. We got Peyton down here with 4 points. Gary Payton. If I'm going to trade somebody, honestly, it's looking like Gary Payton so far. He's shooting under 40% now. He's starting to get mad because he's like not the focal point, but why would he be the focal point if he can't score? I don't know. He's got lots of badges though, so he's probably helping me win lots of these games. He's so good at defense. And never mind, he broke his ankle, so, you know. But that does mean Kobe Bryant gets to start, and Vince Carter gets to play a lot more, so that's fun. And Nash should get to play some more too. We might be going 9-man at this point. I don't think there's a way to get somebody else in the rotation. So 9-man sounds like fun. He's probably going to play more. He's going to play a lot more. He's going to play a lot more. And Nash has to play a lot more. Alright, so I'm actually going to do it like this. So let's go ahead and get all the point guard minutes taken care of. Stockton, Nash. Stockton can come back in. Nash. Stockton's finishing the game now. 27 is too many, probably. 26 and 22 sounds reasonable. Okay. And then Kobe. I like having him and, well, don't really have much of a choice. So if he goes out here, we have to have Hill play another minute here. And then Kobe. Alright, so that's 6, 9 in the first. Something like that. Like Kobe coming back in when Shaq goes out. Sounds perfect. And then Hill cannot start the fourth. $33 for Hill, $28 for Carter, including this ridiculous stretch. But there's really nobody else that I can put in. I'm not ready to play Marion yet. We could do another one there, give, at least that shortens this stretch. So that's 6 plus 6 is 12. He's playing a quarter straight, but at least there's a break between quarters. So Carter's playing almost the stretch that Kobe was playing. He was playing 31. Hill's getting a lot more minutes due to this. Let's see. Let's save that. Should have a no GP right there. Oh boy, oh boy. Barkley. So Steve Nash gets to see the court a lot more. We'll see how Stockton does in 26 minutes. Gotta go 9-man. It says, well, yeah, it thinks Nash should start, which he probably should, but we're gonna ease him into that. Stockton has played for the franchise for so long, he deserves it. I think I had Garnett playing more than that. Yes, I sure did. Right here and here. Let's resave that. Now we should be good to go. Let's put Wallace in front of Barkley. All right, well, we did win by 40. So we got back-to-back against the Lakers, who should be the best team in the league other than the Pacers. They are 16-6. They have a ridiculous roster. I meant to show that before. Let me show you now. Can I do that here? Aha! That's fun. Look at this roster. Chauncey Billups in his third year. They've got Mitch Richmond, who's been super consistent. Paul Pierce in his second year. Oh, he's only averaging 13 points because he's playing a lot less. They've got Coleman, who's older, but still double-digit scorer. They've got Patrick Ewing. They've got Dikembe as Patrick's backup. So they got Special K that they stole from me 2 seasons ago. He still doesn't say he's retiring. This team is amazing. We got Jim Jackson down here. Mark Jackson. It's like if I were to put together a team, I don't know. It's like somebody is actually controlling this team. So I have a feeling I'm going to lose one of these, but let's see. We are scouting again. We won them both, but Garnett is hurt yet again. I mean, that's the nice thing about having the super team is I'm ready for the injuries. Second time Garnett's been hurt already. I've not lost at home yet. I'm 10-2 on the road. Dirk has a chance to increase his 40% field goal percentage. Let's let Barkley play a bit more. Well, not that much. I mean, more than what he was. That's Dirk. Let's give Wallace another one. I think I had him at 5 before. And then 25. 24, 22 for Dirk. 24 seems reasonable. All right, a lot more minutes for the bench players now as 2 starters are hurt for an extended time. We'll go through the new year with that maybe. Well, maybe not. People come back pretty quick. First and Rodney Rogers for Sean Marion at a first. No thanks. And I won. All right. So got through that week, thankfully. Not unscathed, though. Record was unscathed. 31 for Shaq. There's Carter in his big minutes. That was the game. No. Yes. Peyton got hurt after 4 minutes. Kobe fouled out in 18 minutes, which made Vince Carter play 28 and got 26 points, missed 2 shots. Wow. Well, he was ready for those minutes I gave him then. Kobe did score a lot in his minutes, but Don't know what he's doing fouling out that quick. Tim Hardaway with 29. There's no stopping Tim Hardaway, probably because he's blowing by John Stockton every time, who also got to play 28 minutes. 14 assists is cool. So then our first test against the Lakers, beat them by 12 at home. Kobe, this was his starting game, 23 points. Grant Hill got to play some extra minutes, so this was the game nobody got hurt, but Hill played even more than what I gave him. Shaq only with 13 against Ewing. Carter, not quite the game we were looking for. Garnett struggled. Stockton was fine. I didn't even look at Steve Nash up here, 18 and 8 off the bench. Meanwhile, we got Billups and Pierce up there. Mitch did not make a three. We held Ewing to 13. And then in the next game, we won by 25 in LA. Richmond made 3 threes in that one. Pierce had 21. Coleman with 10 boards. Held Ewing to 6. He was 2 for 11. Phillips fouled out. There we go, Shaq. 25. Kobe 24 with 5 blocks. I had 16 as a team. Grant Hill played 37 minutes again. Why are we playing so much? Well, this was the game Garnett got hurt. He had 17 and 12 in just 22 minutes. He was on his way to like his best game of the season. Stockton 6 and 8. I'll take it. Doesn't need to shoot that much. So in this one is when Barkley got to start. And Dirk's back in the rotation. Beat the Spurs by 16. They're good. They got Big Dog averaging 27. Kenny Anderson's back from his injury, averaging a double-double. They traded for Sean Elliott. Oh yeah, I forgot he was on my team last year. He won a championship with the Pacers. Didn't get to play much, though. Played in 12 games. But now, is he starting for them? It looks like he might be starting for them. Or he's starting for the team he was on before. I don't know. Kobe gets 34. He likes to start. Shaq 22. Insanity 17. Nash with another big game. I'm not disappointed with John Stockton playing so many minutes. Dirk 1 for 5 that's where my disappointment goes. Alright, no game on Christmas, but we have one on the day after Christmas. We beat the Nuggets by just 2, but we beat the Jazz by 34. We scored, is that the most we scored this season? No, we had a 140 somewhere, didn't we? 141. Pretty close. 139 against the Jazz. It's because Kobe Bryant scored 47 points. That's a career high. Iverson scored 58. Holy moly, I like to go look at that game. Duncan 25 rebounds. Jermaine 8 blocks. Peja made 8 threes. November 6th. That's like one of the first games of the year. Insanity second on the team. 16 boards for Shaq. Dirk made up for his poor game. Didn't make a 3, though. Stockton struggled 1 for 7. C-Web 29 and 10. Nuggets, we barely beat them. They are one of the better teams in the league, thanks to this guy, I'd imagine. He's 92 overall. Best player in the league. Don't really have all that much. They got rookie Jason Terry, rookie Karolinko. So that's the 10th pick and the 11th pick. I probably traded those to them, is my guess. Shaq 18 and 5. Barkley with 12 and 9. That's probably his best game of the season. Nash 15 and 7. Stockton 8 and 8. Okay. And then beat the Raptors by 17. Kobe with another huge game. Did not miss a shot. He missed 1 free throw. Otherwise would have been a perfect game. Shaq with one of his better games. Stockton 12 and 4. Oh, I didn't look at the Raptors, did I? Sheed with 20. We got Big Country in his first year with the Raptors. Tim Thomas. Alright, let's get through the new year here. Garnett has returned. I guess Peyton did too. Hopefully that just happened. They were not on the same timeline. That's weird. Peyton. I'm actually thinking about, why don't you try 6th man again there, GP, until your percentage is over 40. Garnett, you can start. Because Kobe Bryant has been absolutely amazing, and you were sucking. Charles Barkley is super impressive. 7 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists in 18 minutes. Still hasn't made a 3. Has he been shooting them? He's 0 for 4. Okay. Dirk, probably not. His percentage has gone up, but it's not worthy over Barkley. Do I go back to 10-man? Possibly. We can ease Peyton back in. That's my plan. Let's load. Let's actually load the no GP lineup. So then we start with that. And then Peyton. Garnett will not play 32 right now. Since he just came back as well, let's do 30 for him. Let's give Peyton let's do something like that. I guess Kobe doesn't have to play 35. That's a lot. $23. Just as he comes back. I don't remember what his injury was. I think it was a high ankle sprain, so we'll ease him back in. Also gives me an excuse to keep starting Kobe Bryant. We are now 10-man again. We can probably take Stockton's minutes down even more. Probably here. He's been playing well. Let's do that. Get through these 2 games and then we'll reassess. Oops. Sometimes it skips around on me. Khalid Alamin. Alright, not big wins. 11 over the Wizards, who are not great. Kobe was amazing yet again. Garnett comes back with 23. Shaq with a lot of boards, but struggled. He had 10 offensive rebounds, but 3 for 11 is not great. Peyton's return is 8 points, 7 assists on 2 for 7 shooting. Oh boy. We're going to hope the next game is better. Ricky Davis might be in the most improved running based on that. 4-point win over the Sixers. John Stockton leads the team. John Stockton, 22 points, had 4 steals, made 4 threes. Kobe, not the greatest game. Shaq getting all the rebounds. Peyton was better. I think we'll keep with this until maybe I lose. We will give Peyton a couple more minutes, though. See how we can do that. Alright, so we got Stockton average 7 and 7. Still shooting crazy good percentage from 3. We got Nash down here shooting amazingly as well. But he might be the one, he's probably the one losing the minutes. Peyton at least is over 40% again. So let's give those and those to Peyton. Kobe, just ridiculous. 59% from the field, over 40 from downtown. He's couldn't be happier. I just realized this is his 4th season, meaning he's about to be a free agent. Oh boy. Where's Vince? We got Vince down here 14 minutes. Somehow he lost more minutes than he... That means we need Vince to take some of these shooting guard like that. Or no, actually it's because Grant Hill doesn't need to play that much. Let's do that. Go back where I had that. I forgot to take Hill's minutes down. Oops. 32. I think that's what he was at, although it's not the same ones as before. Let's do that one so he can have that one. 16 is what Carter was at. Okay. That's better. Hill is playing really well. That's exactly what I want him to be at his threes. Oh my. He's only 6 for 11. Okay. Shouldn't be shooting that many. We already looked at him. Barkley. Still not retiring. Garnett, 52%. 16 and 10. Shaq's averaging 20 and 10 exactly. Okay. 2 blocks as well, exactly. Hopefully he's not super tired. He's sluggish. And Ben Wallace still shooting over 60%. All right. So that looks like a good lineup to me. We got Peyton off the bench. Kobe's still playing more than he did off the bench, so that's good. Let's go see if anything happened around the league. Transactions. No more transactions. Derek Anderson tore his Achilles. So Mavericks are out a 73 overall wing. Kevin Johnson on the Jazz. Not doing well at all. Special K broke his ankle. Can that please make him retire? Stop playing for the Lakers. Just retire so the Pacers can retire your number and you can... I don't know if this is a Hall of Fame career. It might be. It might be based on the fact that he was an 11-time champion, 5-time All-Star, and 2nd team All-NBA. That was this season when he averaged a career high 22 points, 10.5 rebounds. All right, first time looking at the award races. David Robinson, Allen Iverson still averaging over 30. We got Kobe, Shaq, and Big Dog. Rookie of the Year, Elton Brand, Andre, Odom, Francis, and Davis. 6th man, Kobe started too many games to be in this now, but it's Steve Francis as a rookie and then 4 small forwards. Defensive player, Robinson, Olajuwon, Shaq, Sabonis, and Ewing. Most improved, Kobe. Yep, I would say so. Ty Lue, Bonzi, Ray Allen. I don't agree with that. If you've already kind of done this before, shouldn't matter what you did last year. If you've already been there, done that, should disqualify you. All right, no further Pacers in Player of the Week. We got Terrell Brandon getting it done for the Nets. T-Max in there. Shaq did get Player of the Month without getting a Player of the Week. I'm not sure how that works. Duncan gets it for the West. Rookie, Brand, and Andre Miller. So the West just switching point guards around. Our first look at the All-Star voting. Allen Iverson is just whooping on all the other guards in the West. Sam Cassell still averaging 20 points per game. John Starks is a multi-time All-Star, averaging 20 points again. Front court, we got the Robinsons and Weber. Ewing, and then there's kind of a drop-off. In the East, Kobe. Narrow lead over J. Kidd, who's averaging 12, 7, and 10 for the Pistons. Then Ray Allen. Peyton is in 7th, right behind Michael Jordan, who's back up to nearly 20 points per game. That's nice to see. He's only playing 29 minutes a game, though. Thankfully not retiring. And in the front court, Shaq is behind Hakeem. Has something to do, I imagine, with missing some games. Tony Kukoc is hurt, so he might fall behind Vin Baker. Grant Hill is in line for an all-star. I just realized Kendall Gill is starting in this. The front court in the East is weird. Garnett is 10th. Kukoc and Gill. He's averaging 19 points per game. Wow. Okay. Let's maybe look at this now. Alright, so here we can see where our picks are. So the Hornets right now have the first pick, potentially, with Kenyon Martin. We have the 6th, the 8th, 10th, 11th, 18th, 21st, 24th, 28th. So this is a terrible draft to have a bunch of picks in. So might be looking to trade those at the deadline, just while they might have some more value. Especially the ones down here like the Nuggets and Hawks, who are good. But for now, we got, 2.5 weeks before we get there, so let's do it. We lost again, and Kevin Garnett has cracked his vertebrae. Kevin Garnett cannot catch a break. Well, that was poor choice of words, I guess. Oh, boy. Well, at least we have Dirk, and he had been doing a little better. We did also lose a game, and I said I was going to do this with Peyton until we lost. But he looks like he had another bad game, so don't care. Not cool at all. We had Carter. Let's go ahead and let Peyton end the games again. $19 for Stockton. That's still one more than I had him early in the year. Let's do this. And what else? Charles Barkley probably shouldn't play 32 minutes. No, he shouldn't. Let's do here, here. We gave Wallace one. I think I had him at 24. 24 sounds good, I guess. And Grant Hill should not have that many. Okay, so this becomes my no GP KG lineup? Or no? This is just no KG at this point. Right? Yeah. Okay. Well, that wasn't fun. We are 10-man still. 16. Dirk is unfortunately the one that has to play a lot. Power forward is, while Dirk, it's cool to get him some playing time. I have better guys overall wise ready to play in other positions. Should help Shaq's rebounding without Garnett. If I want to look at the bright side, I guess. So while we didn't put Peyton back in the starting lineup, he is finishing games now. They're trying to trade for John Stockton. No thanks. No, go away. We lost again. So we lost to the Pistons, who were 16 and 17, only by 2. We were going to lose by a lot until the fourth quarter. We were down by 7 at halftime, 14 at the end of the third. The Robert Werdon scored 28 points. That's who I lost to. Kid almost had a triple-double. They had Childs go 1 for 11. Mashburn had 6 points. Looks like he got hurt, maybe. And I lost this game. Shaq 6 for 14. Peyton 4 for 13. Not a good showing. Beat the Sonics by 10. They're not great. Kobe with 34. He barely misses free throws, or rarely misses free throws. He's 90% free throw shooter. Shaq only 4 boards. So this is where Garnett snapped his neck. Stockton, 10 assists. National had 2. Sonics have Duncan playing 43 minutes because 2 guys fouled out. Nick Anderson. It's like a Sonic for life. Well, I had him for a year after the Pistons. Walt Williams also fouled out. Cool duo, young duo of Davis and Duncan. Curious to see how that turns out. Beat the Nets by 34. At least Brandon didn't score 30 on me. We held Olajuwon to 3 points and 6 rebounds. He made 1 field goal. Kobe leads the way again. Shaq needs to get more than 11 points. Please. 4 for 12. I guess it was against Olajuwon, so there is a reason. Peyton had a nice game. Okay. Unfortunately, I know that I lose the next game by 11. That's my worst loss, isn't it? We lost by 1, 5, 2, and now 11 to the sub-500 Raptors. Oh boy. We only got 69 shots up. We had under 40 rebounds. Gary Payton had 4 points. I don't know what he's doing. Oh boy. Muggsy Bogues had 0 points and 18 assists. Antonio Davis went 1 for 10. Wow. I don't know. I guess I just go to the trade deadline and then think about what I want to change. I'm not trading John Stockton. Grant Hill is now hurt. So now what I'll do is I'll start Peyton with Kobe. Carter's going to play a whole bunch. It's the first time Hill's been hurt this year. He is uneasy, probably because we're losing. He did miss some games last year. Okay, he's going to play more. He's going to play more. It doesn't matter. Here we go. Load the no KG lineup. Actually, let's just load our original lineup. And then switch Kobe for what was Grant Hill. That should be Barkley. I might be going 9-man. Let's find out. We got Kobe who needs to, Nash actually. Nash or Carter? Let's do Nash. But then we need to have Peyton or Kobe go out because one of them has to come back in. And I think I want it to be Kobe. So he's in while, or he comes back in when Shaq goes out. We had Dirk here. Oh, this is not fun, not fun. Alright, so these, let's go Peyton, Nash, Stockton. Alright, then Kobe is back in. How many minutes is that? I think that's kind of silly. He can do that. And then, well, I don't know. Either way, it's a long stretch for somebody. What if I do that? Okay, and then this is whole bunch of minutes for Vince Carter. Pretty much just keeping Peyton from playing point guard, which is probably not great. 6, go there, Kobe. This is Nash. And then Stockton gets to finish. This has to be Carter or Kobe. But he's already in. Let's just go ahead and do it so we can mess with it. Alright, so Stockton's at 23. That's the higher end of what I want him at. But I did have him playing a bit more. We could split them evenly with Nash. Why not? Okay, and then Kobe 34, Peyton 34. This stretch by Carter is crazy. That's 13 minutes. Kobe at 35. Sounds okay. Peyton 34. I don't know, maybe playing more will make him better? Is that a thing? So Carter's not playing any shooting guard because it's always Kobe or Peyton. And then we've got to give Barkley more of a break. $24, sure. Okay, so this is now the no. I'm pretty sure I don't have a no Grant Hill, Kevin Garnett. So 27 for Carter, 23 for Dirk, 24 for Nash, 15 for Wallace. We are 9-man. And Hill's out for 1 to 2 months. This is going to be interesting. Gonna be interesting. Did whoop on the Heat. Got some more scouting to do. That's a fake guy. People just keep trying to take John Stockton from me. It's because I have more people than I don't want to trade than fit on the no trade list or untouchable list, whatever it's called. Everybody wants John Stockton. We lost to the Bucks by 14, but let's just be happy with a 29-point win over the 23-12 Heat. Michael Jordan has got a nice team around him. Mostly scorers, though. They've got 36-year-old Chris Mullin, averaging single digits for the first time of his career. Kobe leads the way. Shaq only played 30 minutes, so it seems kind of like he got hurt in that one, too. Grant Hill got to play 19 before his injury. Ben Wallace, 14 boards and 4 blocks in just 22 minutes. I don't know what Dirk's doing. 9 boards, 6 assists. 6 steals for Peyton. One of his better games of the year, other than his 6 turnovers. Beat the Mavericks by 16. John Stockton, for the second time, leads the team in scoring. Only had 4 assists, but did not miss a shot. Shaq, 16-10, 4 blocks. Nash, big game. Barkley, not so great. Peyton, 11 and 12 in his return to the starting lineup. A great game. Too many turnovers again, but I'll deal with that if he's going to play well otherwise. Joe Smith averaging 20 points for the first time of his career. Barely beat the Suns, who are 20 and 17. Kobe gets 30 again. Shaq, 7 assists. He's in the lineup with... He's in a team with Stockton, Nash, and Peyton. You don't need to be getting 7 assists. I guess if you're kicking it out to them for 3. Peyton didn't shoot amazing, but another double-double for him. Allen Iverson got 37 on me. He is a scoring machine, shooting 59%. Well, if you look at that team, who else do you expect to score? It's Allen Iverson and nobody else. But then oh my god, I just realized it's the Bucks. Their best player is like 79 overall. Like, no joke. I'm sorry, 76. Ron Artest is their best player, and he's a rookie. And I just lost by 14 of these guys. Terry Mills led the team. They shot under 50%. Shaq did amazing. What did we do? What happened? We lost by 15 in the second. Gary Payton shot, well, these two combined 10 of 32. That's not good. Otherwise, we shot great. Wow, 14 turnovers. What was wrong with this game? They made 3 more threes, more free throws, beat me in rebounds. We led by 2 at one point. That's it. Wow. Okay, well, let's get to the deadline. They want Barkley. I'm not trading him. Then I win by 53. So we lose by 14 to the worst team in the league, and then we win by 53 against probably record-wise the actual worst team in the league, although this team should be better than the Bucks. They got Bonzi averaging 16. Kobe and Vince Carter, is that a career high for him? It sure is. 26 points for Vincenity. He's super happy. Getting to play a bit more because of all the injuries. Shaq had a big 10-point game. What's happening to him? Gary Payton, close to a triple-double. He is shooting much better. He's a little happier now, so that's good, I guess. John Stockton was 1 for 9, so maybe we take another minute away from him. Is Shaq tired? Is that what's happening to him? A little bit. But I was really hoping he could average 20 points still, but he's gone down to 19 now. Probably doesn't help that Kobe and Carter are playing lots more, and they both shoot a whole bunch. But at least for the 3 games before the All-Star break, we can give him a little break here. And we were going to give Stockton, let's do 22. And let's do that. 8 to 10 weeks now for Hill. See if any other, there have been some trades, or transactions. The Knicks have fired their coach, got a equally fake coach to replace him. Rodney Buford and Eric Murdoch for Elliot Perry and Popeye Jones. I don't think that's a difference maker there. Not sure what the point of that trade was. Here's Kevin Garnett. Seems like maybe he's the person we should look to trade. I just gave him a 3-year deal, but he broke his leg last year, came back and got Finals MVP. And now he's like legit broken. Shaq and Kobe, second and third. Brand still leading the way. 6-man Lamont Murray jumps to the first spot. Kevin Willis, at age 37, is going for 6th man of the year. Chris Webber in the defensive player. Most improved still looking like Kobe. Shaq got a player of the week. New voting. John Stark's still hurt, so Marbury passes him. Front court looks the same. In the East, Kobe leading the way still. Peyton probably not gonna make it. Front court, Shaq not gonna pass Hakeem. And Hill's gonna drop out of there. Garnett's already dropped out of there. That's kind of sad. Okay, well, do I want to trade anybody? I can trade the picks. We got Kobe doing amazing. Shaq just needs to shoot some more. He's shooting actually 5% worse than he did last year. That's part of the reason he's scoring less. The other part is that Kobe Bryant's playing a lot more and scoring a lot more. Can't trade Garnett or Hill. Vince Carter, he's playing a lot now. He would be somewhat expendable. He's still got another 2 years on his contract. If I wanted to get, I don't know what I would get. power forward. Be interesting to put Gary Payton on the trade block and see what happens, but his defense is what I need to remember. He's really good at passing, although he gets lots of turnovers. 99 perimeter D, 98 steal, good rebounder for a guard. 87, 99, 95, 95. He's not as fast as he once was. Barkley's doing great. Still not retiring. He still wants an extension. Stockton does say he's retiring. Dirk, not doing great, but trying to give him a chance, because if Barkley can retire, then he's definitely got that spot open on the team. Or in the rotation, I mean. So really, if it's not Peyton, it's nobody, trade-wise. The only reason I thought about Carter is because he shoots so much, and he's taken away from scoring that I'd like Shaq to do. But with Grant Hill out, it's kind of a good fill-in. I don't know who I'd get that is better. I mean, I could do a trade finder and just to see what possibly would pop up. Peyton still doesn't want to re-sign. Barkley still will. Let's just entertain it. Well, that looks awful. 4 stars for those guys, huh? Bucks. We got Stoudemire, Baker, and Spreewell. There's Scottie Pippen. Could bring him back to the Pacers. Probably not. Gill, who's averaging 20 points per game, and Camby. Andre Miller, Jameson. They got traded in real life for each other on draft night. Rose and Fisher, Jackson, Jamal Mashburn, 27 years old. Sean Kemp, former Pacer. Baron Davis was the 4th pick. Bibby, not looking like I would trade Vince Carter. So what I do want to think about is this awful Nuggets pick. Will it get me any future first? That's the Spurs pick, and they're good, I believe. If it was the Bucks pick, I would take it. Wizards. Okay, let me go see, make sure. I have Nuggets, Hawks, Warriors. Make sure they're at the bottom of the standings. Oops. Or at the top of the standings, I guess. Nuggets, Hawks, and Warriors. So Nuggets, but I would still want to trade it with somebody. I think maybe I just stay put. I can trade those picks in the offseason. It's not like I need more picks. I've got so many. So many. The other thought, oops, I guess I was in the right place. Anybody about to not be re-signed? Steve Nash is about to be a restricted free agent, so we got to bring him back. Kobe, same way. Ron Harper, probably retiring. Yep. So Stockton just announced he's retiring. We got those guys locked up. Barkley, I was hoping would retire, but he's wanting to re-sign. If Garnett is back by the offseason, I might look to trade him. And Ben Wallace is a restricted free agent. He is wonderful looking as a backup center. So, seems like I'm not trading anybody. I do kind of just want to, for the fun of it, take him off the untouchables. See what happens. Glen Rice and Petit, Stoudemire, Stackhouse and Gill. Interesting. Interesting. Gill's a very good defender as well. Oh, no, 79. Not quite the 99 that Peyton is. Zoe, who's already been on the Pacers twice. Make it a third time. No thanks. Hughes, Karolinko, and Terry, the rookies. Davis, Bibby. Nope. Probably the only thing I would consider is if Michael Jordan popped up there, but he's actually only 84 and untradeable, evidently. So I'm going to take him off the untouchables, actually. I'm going to add Stockton so that people know he's off limits. I guess it doesn't matter at this point, but... Okay, I guess we're going through here the rest of the... or get to the All-Star break. Would you like to stop? No, I would not. No trades. Then we'll win by 34. That was the team we slaughtered early in the season. Kobe gets 38. And there we go, Shaq. So play him a little less and he scores a little more. Makes sense. Peyton with a nice game. 5 steals. Only played 30 minutes. That's scary. Stockton, 10 assists. Is he hurt? Doesn't say he is. Steven Jackson gets 20 points. Alright, can we please beat the Bucks? We beat the Blazers, looked like barely. Let's just go through and find the real people. I don't see any more shooting guards. ERH. Cardinal. And it looks like we are out of real people. So, click the fake people. Jayshawn Hardaway. Alright, we got our revenge on the Bucks at least. We barely beat the Blazers, who aren't very good. Those games scare me. Vince Carter led the team. Kobe struggled for the first time like the whole season, 6 for 17. Peyton, yet again, 3 for 10. Wallace missed all 4 of his shots. Not sure what he's doing to be doing that. Bibby gets 20. We got Rick Smith still dominating. And then the Bucks. Reggie Slater leads the team. Why is this team winning any games? Kobe with 20. Shaq only had 12. 3 for 13. 3 for 13 against who? Against Chris Gatling? Chris Gatling is holding Shaquille O'Neal down? Makes no sense to me. This should be a team he could score like 40 on. He shouldn't miss a shot. He can miss his free throws, whatever. That happens. He's shooting 43%. It's the worst of his career. I'm not sure why it's going down as he plays more, but... oh boy. Alright, let's go see who made the All-Stars. Kobe and Shaq starting. Kidd, Olajuwon, and Gill. And no other Pacers down here. Bulls got 2 with Hardaway and Baker. In the West, Billups is hurt, so will not play. I think that means Marbury will start because he was next in line. We got Sam Cassell as an all-star. That is cool. Alright, dunk contest. Pacers and Wizards facing off. We got Carter and Kobe for the Pacers and McGrady and Davis for the Wizards. Never seen that before. I think these guys were in it for me last year, though. So hopefully I can win it. Nobody in the three-point contest from the Pacers, but we got some very high percentages here. All these guys belong except probably Isaiah Ryder. I think Pierce was in it in real life a couple times. The so-called rookies team, Terry is hurt, not playing. I won't have anybody in here because they haven't been playing. Oh, no, I do have Vince Carter from last year. Sorry. Everybody's real at least. That's good. Alright, let's see how it goes in the Rising Stars Challenge. The rookies win by 13, so Vince Carter lost. It looks like Paul Pierce is probably the MVP of that one. Carter had a decent game, 11 and 5. And Vince Carter wins Slam Dunk Contest. Paul Pierce is your 3-point champ. And in the All-Star game, we lose by 1. The MVP looks like Big Dog Glenn Robinson, 17, 7 and 6. Mike Bibby barely played, so he was the injury replacement, I guess, for Billups. Iverson leading the league, averaging 32.5 points per game, only scores 7. Meanwhile, on the East side, looks like we had better MVP candidates, so we should have won. Oh, we were down by a lot. 9 at halftime, then 19 at the end of the third. Came back to lose by 1. Kobe and Shaq lead the way, though. All-Star debut for one Kobe Bryant. His first individual accolade. Shaq, a little different. He is now a 7-time All-Star in 8 seasons. He missed it his rookie year for reasons 2K only knows. And that's that. See if there were any more. There was another trade, another kind of meaningless one. Earl Boykins and a fake guy for Austin and Montrose. A couple centers the Rockets are sending to Boston. Garnett does not say season anymore. It's 4 to 6 months. Hill's 4 to 6 weeks. So based on my staff, it might be like 2 to 3 weeks. So we might get Garnett back in the playoffs yet again, but that means he's going to go down again because he played just barely as many games as he did last year, and he went down. I think he went down 1. I didn't look at this since trade deadline, but I doubt things changed. Bonzi moved up. And we have Kobe got a player of the week. Cool. We've not done another month yet. We still don't have Peyton to re-sign. 4th, 8th, and 9th, potentially. We've got Kobe averaging 24, Shaq 19, Garnett 16, Hill 15. Rebounds, Shaq and Garnett both at just over 10. Assists, Peyton beating Stockton for the first time. Steals, Stockton's still getting a steal per game in just 21 minutes. Blocks, Shaq 2.2. We got some good field goal percentage. Field goal attempts. Seems like I'm not shooting that much. Actually, I probably want to look at team stats. Am I scoring a lot more than everybody? 5 points. Have the best defense. I like that. Yeah, I'm shooting the fewest times in the league. Why is that? I don't shoot that many threes. That's okay. Percentage is really good. I am shooting the most free throws, so that would explain part of it. Because most of the teams up here are not shooting as many, but still weird. I'm shooting over 70%. Even with Shaq. Offensive rebounds, not in the top. Defensive rebounds, I am. Most assists by a lot. Top 5 steals, top 5 blocks. fewest turnovers, second fewest fouls, most points off turnover, most second chance, most points in paint, third most bench points, but that's cool. Well, Vince Carter, I guess, is doing it too. Field goal percentage, best on defense, one of the best threes. Okay. So I might want to shoot a bit more, but we will look to see how things pick up in the second half of the season. But we'll pick that up next time. So thanks for tuning in. Till then, Shoe Shack Redemption is out.